Hi there, my name's Christopher, and I am the instructional designer for the Center for Teaching and Learning here at Fanshawe. I'm one of a team of people including Ryan Walmsley, Greg Denemy, Carly Forsyth, and Cleona Garrity, who have been working away on the development of Fanshawe's new FOL standard template. We're going to talk about why a standard approach to FOL is important. We'll also talk about the positive impact on faculty, support staff, and most importantly, on our students. So, why is this work so important? There are several reasons. It aligns with college strategy, with our commitment to accessibility, and at the core, the focus is on creating a quality student experience. What do I mean by each of these? It aligns with our college strategic priorities and goals, such as the Academic Plan for 26-29 and the Artificial Intelligence Academic Framework. We also need to be concerned about increasing the level of accessibility of our course sites. Not only is this just the right thing to do, we need to consider impending accessibility legislation. The FOL standard template was built from the ground up with accessibility in mind, and while its implementation won't completely resolve this challenge for us, it'll be a large step in the right direction. A standardized approach to our FOL use will positively impact the student experience at Fanshawe and will help us to remain competitive in today's post-secondary market. Let's talk about how this change will impact our various groups at the college, starting with faculty. First, the FOL standard template will make course development at Fanshawe easier. We've significantly reduced the number of decisions to be made as it relates to presenting content in Fanshawe Online. There are fewer page templates, and much of the structure of those pages are built in advance. With this in mind, faculty are freed up to focus their decision-making on course material, assessment, and pedagogy rather than formatting. And the formatting of those pages aligns with the training and onboarding we're already doing at Fanshawe. So, when you get trained on the navigation of FOL, it will look familiar to you when you get access to a course. Speaking of navigation, when all courses in Fanshawe Online are built using the FOL standard template, moving between courses will become easier. As faculty are assigned to new courses to teach, becoming familiar with the new content will be simplified when you aren't simultaneously becoming familiar with the course site structure and appearance. Now, let's talk about how this impacts our support staff. The standardization that will be introduced through the institutional adoption of the FOL standard template will allow the staff who support FOL to become familiar with it. Their increased familiarity with the FOL standard template will improve the quality of service we provide to faculty and students. Additionally, overall training on the maintenance of Fanshawe Online will be greatly simplified when we have a consistent approach to how courses appear and how they're constructed. Finally, and most importantly, how will this impact our students? First, standardization in the way courses are presented on Fanshawe Online has been something our students have been asking for. We've done an analysis of student feedback gathered during program reviews, and consistency in FOL is a topic that is brought up frequently in student feedback. But how does this help them? There's plenty of research in the literature that shows how consistency in course structure has a positive influence on self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is how a student feels about their ability to successfully complete a task. When they're familiar and comfortable with the learning management system, the more they believe they can be successful. Intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation describes how a student feels about participating in a course for their own reasons, not because someone encouraged them to do it. Complexity and confusion in FOL navigation can be discouraging, so ease of use is motivating. Sense of belonging. When students have a more positive experience with the learning management system, they're more likely to feel as though the system was built for them, which improves their sense of belonging. Cognitive load. Consistency in course structure and appearance reduces what we call both extraneous and intrinsic cognitive load, which improves our students' ability to learn. This is a particularly important topic, so if you want to know more about the intricacies of how consistent course structure can influence cognitive load, I'll present that in a separate video. All of the qualities presented on this slide have a significant influence on student performance. If we can improve our students' experience in Fanshawe Online through the introduction of consistent interaction with that platform, we'd be doing them a great service. Okay, That's it for now. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Have an awesome day.